Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. On this episode, we have Brennan Weaver, part Deux. Yes, Brennan is back, also known as Miklo, also known as Canelo. Brennan is half Mexican, half white, like Louis C.K. or Jim Flanagan. So on this episode, we will talk to Brennan start talking a little bit about dating, how he got off of dating, mostly because he went to rehab like 3 or 4 times, bunch of drugs, bunch of money, talk about me a little bit with some drugs and dating and some church stuff that I was going to. And who likes soccer, right? Most of the world, right? And my gay uncle. We talk about Mexican soccer bans getting canceled. Also, Brennan won a Burbie. If you guys don't know, Burbie is a little local comedy Christmas party in the suburbs comedy scene. He won a little best digital content. I think that's what he won. Best social media. No, he won best social media. The Happy Corner won best digital content, but we talk about his win there and how I was maybe doing drugs at the Burbies because I didn't want to get drunk. But yeah, he did. He had a few relapses the last few years. So the first one he spent like $10,000 on cocaine in 1 month. The relapse before that was $8,000 in 2 months, but that was more than cocaine. That involves Xanax, Molly's, a whole bunch of other stuff. So we talked about his stay at rehab, how he was in a meeting and started hallucinating, right? And this is when he was already off of drugs. And after that, they didn't let him go out with the rest of the people, so he had to go hang out with the senior citizens. Yeah, there's a senior citizen ward of the rehab center. Also, a little life hack. If any of you do drugs, maybe join a Planet Fitness. The little fitness card is perfect for doing certain drugs. So check out this episode. Again, this is the second time we have on Brennan Weaver at Broken Laptop Guy on Instagram. This is the Lobo Den. Let's get this going. Okay, all right, hit record. So, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. Today, we have not a new guest, but a previous guest, Brennan Weaver.
Hello.
Welcome, Brennan. Welcome.
Thank you for coming over.
You're welcome. And now, if people don't know, Brennan recently won, not one, but how many Burbies did you win?
1.
Okay, he won 1 Burbie. I got the Burbie right here. It was 2019. What'd you win? Best
social media.
Best social media. So,
yeah.
What is your social media? At Broken Laptop for IG?
Yeah, Instagram at Broken Laptop Guy, and that's my Instagram.
And that's the main thing. You use the IG.
I use Instagram a lot, probably the most out of everything.
What about for dating? Do you use Instagram for dating? DMing,
dating?
Sliding? Yeah. No.
I'm not doing any of that right now.
Oh, you did
all
that
the
too?
apps. I've been off it for. I don't know what I've been off. I stopped doing that though.
Try to I did it. Why'd you stop doing it? I'll tell you why I stopped doing it.
I decided that. Yeah, I know why you stopped doing it. That's actually kind of interesting because I was like, I don't want to really waste my time or somebody else's time. You know what I mean? It just seems unfair, especially because right now. Like, I would be so emotionally absent. And the idea of actually being in a relationship sounds exhausting right now. Absolutely exhausting. Those are my neighbors.
What are they fighting about?
I don't know.
Because they're in a relationship, right? It's tough, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have time for that.
It's tough. I would just, yeah.
I much rather be focus on my career, especially because, like, a lot of things it's just too much right now is going on with my career. To where I would actually want to date.
Yeah, anything. Dude, it's tough. And I noticed, and I was talking to St. James about it, man. Like, I waste a lot of energy, or I did a lot of energy with a lot of women that it's not going to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. And I was just at the bar getting bottles, and just wasting time and energy. I could have been writing. I could have been doing podcasts, but I'm just there fucking trying to impress young chicks with fucking cocaine and fucking booze. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Where did it get me? But I was like, so that it's what I recently started dabbling again, talking to women, right? So
there was like a few months ago that I was like, maybe I'll go back out, and then like I went out a little bit at Creeps. I went on a couple dates, and then I just
Creeps.
No, I meant like what came out.
That's not like I thought it was
outside.
a new app.
No,
people like me, creeps. Okay.
No, I went on a couple dates, and then I was just like, I'm done again. I don't want to do this.
Were they white chicks?
One was Mexican.
Really? How'd that one go? Because I only talk to Latinas, but I don't know. Dude, I told you, maybe.
Yeah. It was fine.
What kind of Mexican? Like Americanized Mexican or a little chola in her, or just?
It'd be like I don't know the polite way to explain this. I think actually you know that I have like a Mexican family, so it's like when I saw her, I would see a lot of my family's Mexican.
I thought they were white.
My other family's I'm half white, half Mexican.
Oh, did we talk about this?
I'm sure.
Dude, what the fuck? Does every ginger is half Mexican? You, Jim Flanagan.
Now they are. It seems like
fucking Louis C.K. Basically.
Yeah. Ever since that, everyone's just like, yeah, that's what happens. But no, it's just first generation, and
damn, you are a Miklo. You're a total Miklo from Blood and Blood. People don't know the reference. Miklo's a white dude in Blood and Blood. Yeah, Vatos Locos, dude. So you're Mexican, but you're the Mexican chick. What kind of Mexican was she? But it's fine to say it as racist as possible.
Okay, she would kind of.
Spicky.
All right. No,
that was me. That was Giovanni Diaz who said it.
How do you explain it? Like we're all right. So she's
how
the
are
youngest.
Eyebrows? Okay, sorry. Okay,
she's normal, like a normal person, not really trying to hit in any scene, but she would talk a little bit chola.
Oh,
but she could turn it off, and she would, is that very quiet? Very quiet. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
okay, got it.
Try like hard to talk, have a conversation.
Oh, she's very
shy and
probably
reserved and
maybe like a very. I'm thinking the dad was overbearing because I know a chick where she's like super like that and the dad's like all over her.
I don't think
that
so.
sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, it was a weird wording,
but I think it might be weird actually, that situation.
Yeah, no, I understand the dynamic too, and she's at a weird point where she kind of doesn't know what to do. Because I think she's the first one to go to college, and she went to college because she was told to go to college, and there was no plan, and there was no advice for what happens after college, if that makes sense. So now it's just floating.
Do you know what she studied?
Nursing.
Nursing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Did I just put your level up on your?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine. So then that was the last one, and then you cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
What apps did you use? Tinder?
No, I don't want to say where we met. It would be too obvious.
Huh?
I don't want to say where we met. It would be too obvious.
Taco Bell or?
She was Mexican Americanized. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Like, where else would you meet a chick?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's too.
I'm moving on.
Strip club. All right, that's fine.
No.
I'm just. I don't know where. I'm trying to think where I meet women, dude. I don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
Is it an open mic?
No.
Ice office. All right. Yeah.
Ice office.
Yeah, we can move. Yeah, but I'm dabbling again a little bit.
Okay, that's good.
And it's, I don't know.
Do you feel like you're ready there, like mentally? Like
I'm not really drinking. That's the thing. As long as I stay away from booze, that's my main thing.
Do you think you could be there presently in a relationship? You think?
Oh no, hold on, dude, slow down.
Yeah.
Like I'm just talking to these chicks. Like relationship. Though I've only been like in one relationship.
Okay.
You were married, right? You were married.
Yeah.
For how long?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah, and then we were together for 10 years. If you count the whole thing.
Okay, and it was a marriage that was like.
Yeah, the marriage just went
did it in
downhill. Yeah.
No, but I was with one chick basically, and then I've been single for a while, and that's it. And I don't know if I'm ready for relation. Like I'm just, babe. This is my first step talking to chicks, and maybe have I hung out with? Yeah, I hung out with somebody. Like I just hung out with a chick recently. She was bad.
Okay.
But it's like,
I was trying to talk to Ariel about. I was just like, am I too picky or blah blah blah? She's like, you just don't want to. You just don't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just like,
don't force yourself on something you don't want to do. I've been there before.
Right. And I was doing that before I got back into comedy. Was going out a lot, and like just putting all my time and energy, and I hated it. I was more depressed doing that than just being a hermit right now.
Were you doing that for companionship? See, I do it. My problem is I do it to not impress my friends. That's it, really.
No, I didn't. Well, I mean, still too. I mean, basically, when I moved out here, my whole life was basically a big reset. You know what I mean?
Moved out here from where? To here, this apartment?
Yeah, to this apartment last August. So all my old friends, I don't talk to anymore. I don't know anybody out. I didn't really know anybody out here besides in the comedy scene. I didn't really want to get back into comedy yet. I just I was working out here and just getting obsessed with just working. That's all I wanted to do. That's kind of all I really want to do anyway, you know. And then trying to balance that, and it was just draining, a waste of time, and very little getting anything out of it. You know what I mean? There was like nothing.
The quote unquote dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just dumb.
I don't know. This is a problem I have. It's like I'm doing it, and then I realize that I'm doing it, so my friends don't make fun of me for like not getting laid. And that's it was a big deal in my head. It's like, oh, I need to go out. And it's like, and then I was like,
that's
kind of,
yeah. Because my boss at one point was like, after being here for a while, he's like, do you go out? I'm like, no, I just stay in my apartment. He's like, dude, that's not healthy. I was like, what do you care? And he's like, dude, you gotta get here. Come on. And he started trying to invite me places. And I was like, okay, I guess I should try and go out and talk to people.
Did you go with him?
A couple times I went out with him, and hung out here with him, but it was like I don't know. I still talk to him. He's a very cool guy. But then I got on Tinder.
He's not the guy who tried to punch me, right?
No.
Okay.
Same industry.
Yeah. Okay. There's a guy at Josephine's and Mike that tried to punch me because I did a joke about being at a church on cocaine.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you went out with the dude, and then
I still talk to that guy, by the way.
Oh, the guy who tried to fight me.
Yeah.
It never came up. He not like you brought it up, and he was like, oh,
yeah,
man.
I know.
It never came up at all.
He was just in there the other day
at Josephine's.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Doesn't remember me.
He came in, and he goes up to Mike, and he's just like, "Should I stay or leave?" And Mike's just like, "You should probably leave, man."
Oh, because he got kicked. He's kind of banned, right?
No, he's not banned. It's just they're like, you know what they do, and he's like, "All right."
Oh,
I'm out of here.
So he asked beforehand.
Very low key. Yeah, before he did anything, he just saw it go on, walked over to Mike, asked if he should stay or go, and Mike was just like, "Just come back another time, man. Just come back another time.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just
and
go."
He's like, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah, he got mad at me because he said I attacked the Catholic religion or something.
That dude's super religious, yeah.
Oh, he's super religious.
Yeah,
and then and I wasn't even talking about Catholic church. I was it was a Christian church that I went to.
Yeah,
and then the only reason I did cocaine was because I didn't want to. I was trying to impress a girl, and I didn't want to look hungover or tired. I didn't want to look. So that was it. And then I did too much, and then now I know.
Bug-eyed.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
really in the God that day.
Yeah, I was, dude. But that whole situation was going to church.
I am feeling this.
There's videos of me. My friend has a video. I'm trying to find it. I'm like singing. Like I've never been to Christian church before, so it was new to me, right? So it's like Catholic church.
I don't even know what that is anyway. I don't know the difference between any.
Have you ever been to church in your life? I mean, is it?
Yeah.
I'm going no.
Well, here's the thing. You know, my whole family makes fun of me for not being religious too.
Okay.
Like my grandma, every holiday.
Is this a white or Mexican grandma?
Mexican grandma.
Órale, Miklo. ¿Por qué no vas a misa, Miklo?
She'll, I'll get over there for like Christmas or Easter, and she'll be like, "So, how was church?" And then go like to herself. And I'm like, "Then go, grandma. Then go."
No. I made the mistake. Look, this is what happened, right?
Yeah.
So this is where I am religiously. I'm not anywhere. I'm where. I'm like kind of agnostic, lean atheist, lean don't give a shit, lean whatever. It is what it is. Simulation theory.
Simulation?
Yeah,
Big
living a big
simulation guy?
simulation or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with us. So then my friend.
So everyone you've ever masturbated in front of has been a hologram.
In front of? I've never masturbated in front of it. Oh, like consensually?
Yeah, why not?
Let me think. I think
Any of them.
I think consensually.
Even if you've done it in front of the mirror, that's a hologram.
I've only done that like once.
Every time you've masturbated, everything around you was a hologram.
It could be real. Yeah. Well, or there is a. I don't want to say that word. The G word. Ooh.
What? What's the G word?
A
Gucci?
G-O-D word? No.
Oh.
Gucci. But look, I don't care. Like, but my friends will make my friend will make fun of me, And he'll tell his mom, he's like, hey, Giovanni doesn't believe in God. And she'd be like, no.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, and and then I just lied. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
When I was going, this is what I was saying, when I was going to church. So this is how Christian church works. You go there and everybody sings like 2 or 3 songs, like, and they're like into it. Their hands are up and they're crying. Like this chick.
Oh, you got
cry.
like a really into the
I was doing
energy.
that. I was doing that stuff. Like the first few songs are singing. This chick is singing, dude. This chick is crying, dude.
Crying
She's
and
into it,
singing?
yeah, because I think she used to date gangbangers and used to be a drunk and got her shit together. Now, like, she's successful and got her.
That sometimes people, I mean, some people find an outlet with that. You know?
Yeah, and it helps her, and I have nothing against it. I don't have. I used to, when I first became quote unquote atheist, I was a bit not militant, kind of like I was like, oh, fuck religion, fuck that, and it's like now it's like it's helped.
You
some
fucking
people.
silly Billy.
Yeah, dude.
Go fuck yourself.
Now it's like whatever, it helps some people.
Yeah.
But I don't care. But when I was there, dude, I was like seeing, my friend came to church he goes to church with his girlfriend. He wanted to go check this one out because I told him it's not a bad church, and then he just looked at me. He was like, you sicken me, dude, because he saw me singing. Like I was all in, dude. I was all in. And then he has a video.
You phony.
Yeah, dude. He's like
phony.
He's like, you're burning, dude. Like you're burning in hell. Like I can't believe you're fucking doing this. And I was,
So it's better that you're atheist and stay the fuck out of there than to be supportive.
I was like,
of the girl?
The girl didn't know I didn't believe in God. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
so yeah, you were.
I'm just
Wait,
a
yeah.
phony.
Then why were you fucking going
I
all
wanted
out?
to fuck, dude. I wanted to get laid. I liked the girl. I did like her, but then she had that other man that I didn't know about. You know what I mean? And then she just got engaged to him too. That motherfucker got baptized a few weeks ago too. I saw it on Facebook.
Oh my god!
And my friend's like, dude, that would have been you. That would have been you. Yeah, he got baptized a few weeks ago. The dude, and now they're engaged. They're happy. They're better for. Like I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, dude. Like this is a problem. I was talking to my friend. I'm a sucker for a pretty face, dude. I just started ignoring. I ignore all red flag. Anything like this is not like it's not gonna work out. I just ignore everything. Dude. Like there's this one girl I was talking to who had a bunch of baggage. Yeah. But yeah, pretty face I ignore, especially Hispanic, because I'm not white. White women scare the fuck out of me.
Why?
I don't know. They're too
Maintenance?
me too. They're too me too for me. I feel like I'm just scared. I feel like I'll say something wrong. I'll be like,
yeah.
Everything scares me about unless you like white trash or kind of country, because you're more.
I hate country.
Like
I can't do that.
I don't even know anybody's country. I'm just saying that because I'm thinking white trash or like maybe very working class where you're. But if you're a little...
They'd have to be, like, super mad at their racist dad. That's the kind of country.
Let me see. Well, maybe. Because some of them, the woke chicks, are mad at their dad, and they scare me. They have to... I think they have to grow up poor or something like that.
A country girl?
A white chick. They have to come from trash or poorness. Mm-hmm. And then I could maybe...
Yeah.
If they were any too much
I
shelter...
agree with that.
It's like, yeah, if they had too much shelter, it's like, nah, dude. It's like... I feel like anything I say or do will be held against me, so I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'll just talk to Latinas, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. The fighting, though. Be great.
I was talking to this chick about it, right? She was telling me I'm more comfortable with a chick like who maybe has a baby daddy who's in jail or might stab me than a white chick.
Here's the one thing with
I'm used to that, maybe. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable.
Maybe.
Okay, your dad's
you know
in
what
jail.
it was when I was seeing the one for a little bit. It was just dates, and there was a point where
that one hyena.
Huh?
That one hyena. That's a word.
Yeah.
Hyena.
And then so I met some of her friends, and then her friend was just
they were on work release, or.
And it's so bad. I always feel bad like engaging in this kind of talk. I just can't do it.
But you're
I feel
half
so.
Mexican.
I know. I
didn't
feel
know
so. It's because I hear so much stuff like that come from like white people, or like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and it's like I just try not to participate.
Yeah.
Because I ignore it, and
Yeah.
then like it just shuts me down.
Okay. But remember, not caution. Note, Lobo Den podcast, all the Mexican racism
Very
is coming out of Giovanni
pro-Latino.
Diaz's mouth. Yeah. Miklo is a very pro-Latino, half Mexican, Caucasian American.
Yeah.
Me too.
Day walking Mexican.
Daywalker. Right? Yeah.
But there was one point where there was like a red flag for me where he's like, they were talking to her and he's like, remember when you got drunk and poured water on my driver's seat?
Who said that to who?
her friend said that to her.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, because you wanted to make me sit in a wet seat while I drove home after I dropped you off, like a good friend. and then they got in like an argument, like a not funny friend argument.
Oh, and then this is one of the first times, early times you hung out with her.
Early
right? That's
times.
awkward.
And then I was just like, it was just stuff like that would just leak in, and it was just like I could tell.
Yeah, she
like,
might be a loca, right? Like,
yes,
like something, right?
Yeah. When she gets drinking, yeah.
So she was trying to make her friend not a wet back but a wet bottom by sitting on the wet chair.
Yeah.
I used to have a wet back joke. If people don't know, wet back is a derogatory term.
Did I ever
Mexicans.
tell you? You know, I worked at a place where it was like a lot of immigrants and illegals for laborers.
Restaurant or construction?
Construction.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you the story when they found out what the word beaner meant?
Who found out?
All of the workers. They're like young. They're like in their early 20s.
They never heard beaner. Oh, I guess
they're all from Mexico.
Right? Yeah,
they wouldn't have even been here a year.
Okay.
And they would like they found out what it was, and they thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Like
how they found out?
I don't know. One of the supervisors who was bilingual and Mexican told them, like they heard it and they're like, "What's that?" And they're like, "It's just Mexican."
You're a beaner.
Yeah, you're a beaner. And they would come into the shop and see each other and they'd be like, "Hey, what's up, beaner? Hey, beaner, you fucking beaner."
You fucking beaner.
And then, dude, it got so bad. They would like you know how sometimes like if there's like a beta male in the group and shit like that, all of them would they'd go up to him and be like, "Hey, fucking sweet beaner," and they like
get the word beaner.
Yeah, dude, they was so intense. And then like we had to ban them from saying it.
Oh, really?
Because they started saying it in like people's houses.
Oh, like when they're working at customers?
Yeah, they'll be like at a customer house and they'll be like, "Uno mateo pinche beaner."
Dude, that's what happened in Mexico, dude.
Yeah.
Because they kept saying the F word, the Mexican version of the F word.
Maricón?
Yeah, maricón is a Mexican word of faggot. I think it's the first time I said that on the podcast. Whatever. I'm not saying it in a mean way. I'm just explaining. But they got banned because I think I was watching soccer. Oh, you know what's funny? I was watching soccer the other day with my uncle who's gay, right? Okay. So he's that F word I just said. Maybe I can cut it in. No, anyways, or maybe I have a drop. I'm not saying it. All right. Anyways,
you just got canceled.
But my uncle's gay. All right.
Yeah.
And then like that one time I was with that chick, kind of whatever that was. So I don't know if that makes. Anyways, so we're watching. Did I tell you that story?
No.
I'll tell you after. Let's put Tran. Okay. So then we're watching the soccer game and. In Mexico and a few places, I don't know if in Argentina. Okay, we'll go to Mexico first. In Mexico, they can't cheer. They can't say anything, right? Because they kept saying maricón or something to like the opposing team. They're like, all right. So basically, to white audiences, they kept screaming faggot throughout the whole game, or faggots, faggots, faggots. And they're like, all right, Mexicans, enough. Now you can't cheer. Now you got to be quiet or you got to be separated. And I think my gay uncle was telling me that the Argentinians and some other teams, like they're even worse. Like they got to play in a different country or maybe in Mexico or somewhere else because they can't play within like Argentina because they just got too out of control too.
Yeah.
And in Europe too. Like I know Europe, they threw bananas at a fucking a black player in Europe, dude. So when people like America's not when it comes to
with soccer,
it's soccer. It's
so
not that bad
crazy.
in America. Like football, it's like fuck the Bears.
Well, the racism that happens like in Europe is like
it's out of control,
crazy compared to like the racism that we have to do.
We're sheltered with our racism here, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad thing. I don't mind.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it's like we should. It's just like come on, nothing but everybody get along. But it's just like in Europe, that's a much harder concept for them to grasp for sure. They're all white.
Oh,
people.
so yeah, that's saying so they got banned for saying beaners.
Yeah.
The Mexicans over there got banned from saying maricón, and then and it was funny because my uncle was the one who was explaining it to me. He knows a lot about soccer. Too. Yeah, and I was like, wow, he was explaining a lot of things. I don't know that much about soccer, so I don't.
I don't either.
But what happened was, I'll be quick. What happened was I got drunk. I went to a girl's house. And then she didn't want to sleep with me. Damn, I think I just talked about this yesterday, so I'll make it even briefer. She didn't want to sleep with me. She told me I'm not sleeping with you, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking leaving. Left, took an Uber to my car. Couldn't find my car. This chick goes up to me. He's like, hey, you want to party or want to hang out? I was like, for sure, let's go. Go back to my car. Blows me. I'm doing her, and then I'm like, I'm starting to sober up. I was like, is this a chick? And then I was like, I'm not so sure. Like, I never.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I fucking her in the ass? And where's her vagina? And I was like, all right. And
Yeah.
then I don't even know. So I'll never know. But at the end of the day,
You'll never know.
so it was okay to me to say faggot then, is what I'm saying because of that, right? No.
No.
All right, canceled. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're
All
super
right.
kids.
But but yeah. So now I'm slowly kind of back into with women. This will ruin it, I'm sure. But I don't think any of the chicks have listened to any of these I know one problem is one chick. She was like, "Hey, do you have any clips?" I was like, "No, all my clips are unlisted." And she Googles me on YouTube and sees there's a podcast of me with this guy Alex Montelongo. I think Comedy Bits and Rip. If you Google me on YouTube or you YouTube me, Google me on YouTube. I sound like an old man there. Anyways, it comes up and then I'm over there. She fucking just hits play and I'm over here talking about, oh yeah, these strippers and cocaine, eating ass and $4,000. And then she messaged me the next day like, oh, so you had fun in Miami? I was like, yeah, okay. Well, what are you gonna do?
Busted.
Like, what are you gonna do? It fucking happened. So I don't know.
Everything happened. It doesn't even matter.
Everything happened. Oh, maybe I should get one of those things, like a banner, like from Marshall's Home Goods. This is everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And just have some strippers on it and some and a line of coke.
You want me to make you an art piece for your memory for that? I can do that.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll get real creative with it.
I'm gonna write this on the back of this thing right here.
All right.
Miami art. Oh yeah, you know what? We didn't get to talk to yet. Is I don't know what am I holding here right now?
Oh, my Burbie.
I'm holding Brennan's Burbie. Has won 2019 Burbie Awards Best Comedian on Social Media. Do you remember who you were up against?
I know Mike Wiley for sure because afterwards he grilled me about it.
Oh, spit in your face.
It was this was my first Burbie I went to.
Okay.
And me and Mike Wiley.
Well, let me explain what the Burbie is. People don't know. Burbie in the Chicago suburbs comedy scene. It's our Christmas party, little award show where there's awards to the comedians in the scene, and a little Christmas party. And then, actually,
more of a Christmas party.
Yeah, Christmas party, and I'll explain my little story what happened there. But
I heard it was wild.
Yeah.
Let me backtrack and talk about when I started talking to Mike Wiley.
Okay.
Have you seen his comedy?
Yeah, I've seen it. Forever. Yeah.
I'm
silly one-liner comedian.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you though, like where I'm a little bit of a space case, and sometimes I'll just start staring and zone out. Like I'll just enter a trance.
Yeah.
And that tends to happen whenever I watch Mike Wiley for whatever reason.
On stage or
on
just
stage.
in person? Okay.
When I talk to him, it's like normal, but I zone out and I forget. Like I just zone out, and then like I hear laughter, and I'm like, oh, I missed it.
Oh.
I always miss it, and I tried to tell him. I was just like, hey, it's just such a bad first impression. I was like, hey, I've watched you for a long time. I know you're funny because crowds laugh, but I don't find you funny. I'm like, I just don't get it. And he's like, okay. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, that was dumb. Like, now I'm like, well, I spaced out, and it's hard for me and
to pay attention to you.
Yeah, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
He's like, no, I hear you're funny.
Yeah, I know you're funny.
But I don't know.
And then the second time I go, I was like, hey, do you remember when I told you that I didn't find you funny? Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry. This thing happens where sometimes I just talk and I just say fucking stupid thing. And he's like, it's all right. So then I guess I beat him. I think because he won last year. And then he's like, well, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. I make a bunch of videos. He's like, that's digital content. It's not stupid. I'm like, it's on Instagram. He's like, he starts going on this thing.
Oh, like it's supposed to be like Twitter jokes and things like that. Yeah.
So then we were talking, and I think that broke the ice for sure. I think it broke the ice where I felt like we're just like, Brennan, it's acknowledged that you're a fucking idiot, but now we can talk normal. Because he's like, all right, I'm gonna amp up my game for next year. He's like, I'm going to put jokes on Twitter that you won't understand. He's like, and you do your thing. So yeah, it was nice. I do like talking to Mike Wiley. He's a very cool guy.
Yeah,
funny tattoos.
And what are his tattoos like?
You know the barbed wire tattoo that people
that Pamela Anderson has?
Yeah,
that doesn't go all the way around.
I guess like, but it's just barbed wire like around the arm. He's got that, except it's Christmas lights.
Oh, I never even noticed that.
And if you look far, it literally looks like we're just like, oh, he's got a barbed wire tattoo, and like you keep hanging out with it, and then you see it again, you're like, are those Christmas lights? He's like, yeah.
Oh.
All his all his tattoos are like
puns,
like little jokes
Yeah.
like that.
I gotta look at his tattoos now.
Yeah, I asked him to see it. I remember a long time ago, actually, Pete Holmes on his podcast brought up Mike Wiley to talk
really?
about his tattoos.
Oh, does Mike Wiley know
early
that?
on.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he does.
No, he does.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
I think Mike Wiley, used to mic with Pete Holmes.
Is
if
Pete
I'm
from
correct.
here?
Yes.
Oh, he is, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, because when I started, Mike was around. It's funny because people
It's been
don't.
around a long time.
If people don't know, Mike Wiley doesn't. Okay, so Mike Wiley is silly one-liner, some puns, punish one-liner, twist, jokes. But if you look at him, he has this big beard.
It's
Like,
confusing.
The beard it's about what, 18
It's
inches?
like the guy from System of a Down.
Yeah, like a System of a Down, long
Shaved
beard,
head,
shaved
super
head,
big metal guy.
super metal guy. Yeah, exactly.
And he does these goofy
Boots.
Yeah.
You know, he has the
combat boots.
white power boots. He's not a white supremacist.
No.
But I consider
could
those white
pass
power
as
boots.
one, though.
Yeah, he could definitely
Yeah.
pass as a white supremacist. So
Yeah.
until people see his Christmas light trees, and it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Well,
you know
he
why I
wants
take
a
that?
white Christmas.
Yeah,
for
he does
sure.
want a white Christmas.
You do too.
How do you feel about? You know what? I don't care. I'm against happy holidays. Annoys me. Like I was at the Honda dealership today, and the tech went up to the customer and said happy holidays, and it just annoyed me. It's like, dude, we're celebrating Christmas is the holidays that we're saying it for. It just it's weird to me. So it's like, just fucking say Merry Christmas. All right, I get it. I mean, Hanukkah's not that big in the Jewish holiday. It's
You know what I
it's not
say?
the important.
Have a good day.
Have a good day during the season.
Yep.
No, I'm saying Merry Christmas now.
If somebody says Merry Christmas to me, I spit on them.
I'm like
Not even for saying it, for just talking to me on Christmas.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, only on Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving. Any time that they throw that in there.
What's your favorite? I like Thanksgiving. What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Halloween. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Halloween.
How do you feel about the new Halloween? How it's changed in the last 2 years?
What are you
And
talking about?
well, you know how now Halloween's become like a slutty holiday, where chicks dress slutty.
I thought it was always that.
Really? Or maybe I was just younger. I didn't notice.
But it's always been that way.
even really, I feel like it's happened in the last 5 years.
I noticed that when I was in 3rd grade.
Really?
When Jenny Harnick, no,
Who's
a made-up chick.
Oh. But I like Thanksgiving
Why?
because I feel there's no pressure.
There's
Like-
so much pressure.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, you
I feel-
have it'll be Thanksgiving. You have to drive all the way to the old folks' home your grandma's at. You'll have to eat.
My grandma's
one-
dead.
Okay. Maybe this only applies to me though.
Okay.
I don't know.
One of them is dead.
Yeah.
The other one lives in LA.
I guess one of mine is dead too. No, I guess.
she is
Yeah.
or she isn't. What the fuck, dude?
I have 2 grandmas.
Yeah.
Typically,
Don't most people have
most
two
people,
grandmas?
well, unless one dies.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one now. I had to.
You had to kill her? What'd you say?
No, I had to.
You had 2 grandmas.
I had 2 grandmas.
Uh-huh.
Now I have una abuelas,
Who's alive, the white one or the Mexican
the
one?
Mexican.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But see, this is what I like about Thanksgiving. I feel there's no pressure because you eat and then you can lay and then
Okay.
relax.
Do you go to a house? Do you go to a family house?
Yeah.
Are you like? Here's the thing though, with my family is like so small that we don't do holiday stuff like that.
Not Thanksgiving.
Any holiday.
Are you Jehovah?
All holidays last about an hour at the Weaver house.
Really?
Or in it, yeah.
What does that mean? You just eat and then everybody goes?
It's like, hey, how are you? Food will be out in 10 minutes. Oh, here's the food. Here's the conversations. The four
What do you guys talk about?
The same
The weather?
thing every time.
What is it?
Yeah. I'm not even, it's all small talk.
It's so white. It's so fucking white. I was doing cocaine at Thanksgiving. With my friend's uncle. He was geeked out of his fucking mind. But anyways, we'll get to my Thanksgiving later. Hear about yours.
Dude, mine is like, holidays, I have no stories about it's literally, it's
Okay,
just
weather. We got weather. You guys talk about the weather?
why I work so much.
Why do you work
Why
so
I
much?
never call. Are you going to take anything with you?
This sounds like Festivus, dude. Like they just go and they give you what is the grievances or whatever.
Oh, it will come up if I want a ginger ale or not. that comes up every time.
Does anybody drink?
I drink ginger ale.
Does anybody drink any alcohol?
No.
What?
No. No soda even. It's very rare.
What kind of ginger ale? Is it name brand?
Canada Dry.
Canada Dry is some good shit.
Yeah.
I like it. That's fucking white.
And then I'll get handed a warm ginger ale with a cup, and then my mom will go, "Do you want ice?" And then sometimes I say yes, and sometimes I call them on my grandma.
Okay, dude.
Ice joke.
No wonder there's so many white
Yeah.
school shooters, dude. That's repressive ass fucking living, dude. It's like, you know what? I can't talk about the weather anymore. Fuck it. I'm spraying my fucking school. God damn, dude. I gotta go to Brian Egg's fucking Thanksgiving, dude. If that's yours, you're a pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's people that have seen my when I was with my ex. It wasn't even a bit like, are we going to go to both holidays? It was just like, well, mine lasts 45 minutes to an hour. Yours goes late, so I guess so. And then I would sometimes we didn't even stay for food. It would just be like, you know what the big thing was during Christmas? We'd get tamales from El Milagro.
That's it.
That's it. It's the whole thing, and then it's over.
You just eat. This is Christmas, right?
Yes.
Oh wow. This was mine this year. Like this is what I like. Well, this is what I like about Thanksgiving. I feel there's less pressure. Like I start seeing people stress around Christmas, and go broke and stuff. And I really don't, because I don't give gifts. I do, but I kind of give them. Because all right, I used to live with my mom and my sister who's 13 to 15, and my other sister who's 25 to 29, and now there's a niece, right, who's 3 to 6, current ages or something like that. Mm-hmm. So then I would go. So I'd live with them, and I help them out a lot financially. So it came to Christmas, it's like, oh, you get a gift? Like, I'll give you a gift maybe, or I won't, or you'll get some in January. Who gives a shit? I pay your fucking bills. You know what I mean? Like, get out of my fucking face. Yeah. Really. Like, I might get you a gift, and they would get their gifts by January 18th sometimes. Okay. I wouldn't wrap anything. Like, am I going to give them gifts this year? No, probably, maybe. I don't.
You're an uncle then? Yeah.
I'm an uncle, yeah, right?
So, yeah, if you were my uncle, I would be like, that's the coolest uncle.
Like, I pay for your shit.
Yeah, that, and I'd be like, they'd be like, why is he the coolest uncle? Because, like, he gives me Christmas presents in January when I forgot about Christmas. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, here, Merry Christmas, all right?
Fuck, dude, it came in the mail. It's in this plain-ass brown box.
Or a bag. I would bring a bag.
That's even better.
A fucking bag.
And then a garbage bag or a pillowcase.
I'm not wrapping it, dude. Yeah. I'm busy. I work. Have your mom wrap it. Like, I'll buy the wrapping paper. But
you're a hard worker too, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like we're pretty similar in terms of.
That's your Mexican side, I feel.
It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know what side it is. Because.
What's the white side of you? What kind of
Scottish.
White? Scottish? I don't know a lot about Scottish people.
I don't either.
Except for like Fat Bastard, I think. That's the only Scottish person I know. That's the guy from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Who would tell people things to get in his belly. Yeah. Who's Canadian and Scottish, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably, right?
Maybe.
I'm assuming.
I have no idea.
But no, yeah. So I work Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, usually in this time. But in the busy season, maybe I work more. And then after work, So, and then in the summer, I'm going to work every day because I'm going to start caddying again. So I'm going to be working Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
To make extra money.
See, I feel weird when I don't work every day. I get anxiety.
Yeah, I do too. I get anxiety when I go on vacation sometimes.
I hate vacation.
Because I feel like
vacations.
Recently, in the last few years, I feel like I'll be there. Some of them I enjoy, but some of them I feel like, man, I feel like I'm taking steps backwards. Like I should be working on stuff, or I should be or working on stuff. Like I could be writing right now. I could be doing this. I should be working, and it's like I can't. It's hard for me to enjoy myself unless. There's times where I just drain myself out and I'll take like, you know what, I kind of need this day off or this whatever. But unless I get to that point, if I take a vacation when it's not one of those points, so like, dude, I've like worked all these days, I kind of get anxiety because I'm sitting there and it's like, and I don't know. And then I start, it bothers, it gets in my head. I'm like there and I'm on a boat, there's water and I'm just there in my head. I'm like, I should be working. I should be working. Yeah. If it's too long, if it's a few days, maybe.
I'm trying to get a third job right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get something like that.
There's a pizza place down the street from me, and they put out an ad for pizza boy drivers, delivery drivers. I was like, I could fucking do that.
Why do you work so much? I try to work and keep myself busy to stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, and when I don't work and I'm not doing stuff, I get anxiety.
Every time that I have not worked a lot, I've always gotten in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just kind of how it is. I don't think I would do that now, but I just drive myself crazy. That's what it is. So I just need that distraction and then obsess over it. I don't know. Yeah, I've always worked. I remember one time I worked. The longest work week in 1 week I've had from one job is 116 hours clocked.
How the fuck?
Yeah. So me in the industry I'm in, I have a few friends. We started a club called the 100-Hour Club. And it's basically you're in the club if you worked over 100 hours.
Take Adderall or something?
At the time, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, dude, like...
It was,
right.
I mean, it was, like, impossible to do it without...
Okay, that makes sense.
And then, like, that's why it was such a slippery slope doing that shit. I think now I kind of tap out at, like, 85.
85?
85, and I'm just like, I don't feel like it anymore.
How many hours are you working right now?
Let's see. 50 plus 14 to 16, so 65.
Okay.
65-ish. And then if I pick up a spare job here and there, so somewhere between 65 and 75.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you save your money?
I'm paying off a lot of things.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You had some legal issues, so you're paying stuff off.
Yeah. But normally, yes. Normally, well, I don't know. Because every year I found out that I just fucking apparently, like, is it every year or every other year, I just fucking take like $15,000 and just chuck it. Just fucking chuck it at something.
Kind of, you know what? I
should be in a fucking house by now.
Yeah, dude. I was telling my friends this. This is what happened. I think I live my life a very specific way. Like, I'm very, I don't spend a lot of money on myself. I don't, I work or whatever because I think in the back of my head, my mind knows, like, dude, you got to save because you're gonna fuck up, dude. You're gonna pull in Miami. I pulled 2 Miamis. This Miami was 4,000. The first Miami was 2,300 or 3,000. But that was like
not bad.
That was in a few days. It wasn't one night like this last fucking Miami. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I'll fuck up and something with a car or something comes up. Like right now it's all regular stuff. Friday I'm going to the dentist, $600. I bought a laptop for my sister. That was $500. Not a laptop.
Oh, okay. So this year with the legal stuff, I think I chucked out the window almost $20,000.
Goddamn.
And then before that, the hospitalization that happened, that was like another $10,000 in damages.
That's when you got committed, right?
Yeah, committed, lost the job, couldn't get the job back, was out of work, got the job back with like a way reduced rate.
Okay.
And it was like that was honestly what fucked me over the most this year, was that reduced pay rate. It was like, what the fuck, man? You know, the year before that, let's see. I think the trauma would be the year before that. I threw $10,000 at cocaine in 1 month.
Damn,
and then went to rehab.
How'd you do that?
What?
How'd you do that? How many 8 balls is that? Because what's an 8 ball? 180?
I don't even know.
230? Okay,
dude, I don't know.
Okay,
I have no idea.
All right.
And it was just 1 month relapse, and then I went to rehab.
Is that doing cocaine all day?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a month.
How'd you? Were you by yourself? Did you coke with other people?
No, I was by myself, dude. It was sad.
It
was like remember when you were like just like, well, at least I had a cool rock bottom. Like when you told me that, I was just like, yeah, it's a way better rock bottom than what I did.
You were just doing coke for a month by yourself?
In my friend's attic by myself, going to work.
Why were you in an attic?
Me and my wife separated.
Okay, so you got shoved to an attic.
Yeah, I moved in. I was gonna get an apartment, but instead I was like, well, I want to stay close. So I moved in there. I was in the attic, and then within I was basically at that time before I moved there, I was sober. I was drinking, but I was like sober off drugs. And then little hiccup there where I got exposed to it one time. I was like, okay.
How'd you get exposed to it? Just somebody had some
somebody
coke?
offered it.
Okay.
And I was like, I was down and everything. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then it was like, yeah, it was so bad.
Oh, this is before. So this is before your pay reduction, right? Because you still had enough money.
This was yeah. We just split up our joint account.
Okay.
And then so I went through 10K there.
Did you have the money already, or you were just?
Yeah, I had it.
Okay.
It was in my bank.
Okay.
And then out of my bank and out my nose. Dude, it was so bad. I don't know. Like, did I ever tell you about the sinus cavity I blew out?
No, was it? No.
Dude, I blew out a scab, the complete outlining of my nasal cavity, out my nose in a 7-Eleven parking lot, and it looked like I got fucking punched in the face.
Wait, so what came out?
Literally a scab of the lining of my whole sinus cavity.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing.
Got scabbed out. Was it
scabbed out. Boom, out. I had ulcers on my gums. I was about to lose my teeth probably. If I think about it, like it was about to be there. And like at the end, dude, this really freaks me out still. It really I don't know if like I do trauma scene cleanup.
Yeah.
And I can kind of smell what death smells like after a while. That's all I could smell in my nose.
Oh, okay.
It smelled like
those houses
rotting flesh. It was oh god, dude! Every time I think about it, it's just like ugh.
What had you stop? How'd you stop?
I went to rehab. I was above.
Were you like, what was there a moment you're like, all right, you were at your house or you were at the attic?
I was on a death run.
Okay.
With cocaine.
Okay.
It was a sprinting towards death, basically. That was the plan, I think. And
like subconsciously back of your head, you're like, fuck it, YOLO.
Yeah. And yeah, because I didn't care. I was like, I'm done. I'm out. I want to. Anyway, so I'm standing above a toilet, and I'm about to do like a semi decent bump. It was like the last.
What were you using? ID key, knife.
I think it was a Post-it note.
A Post-it note.
Yeah, it was already. And then as I raised it towards my nose, my vision would disappear.
Oh.
And like out of body kind of.
You
thing.
were like Mark Maron level of cocaine use.
Yeah. So it was like, as I went up, I felt my body lifting up in conjunction with the cocaine. And it was like that bad of shaking. Like absurdly shaking while like, because you've been doing fucking cocaine straight for fucking a month.
Yeah.
And then that's, and I was like, fuck it, I gotta go to rehab. Otherwise I was like, this one's actually going to kill me. That's what I thought. I was like, that
bump's going to kill me.
That's the one.
That's the one.
This is it. I'm looking right at it. I'm looking right
you're
at
looking
it.
at the death bump, right? The bump that's going to take your life.
That's going to put me in the hospital.
And you didn't do the bump, obviously, right?
I did not do it.
Where'd it go? Is it still at that house? Can we go pick it up?
No. No, I flushed it before I could change my mind.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Damn, that must suck, having to flush cocaine, dude.
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings. But I get it. I get it.
It was not that much cocaine that you should feel hurt about it.
Oh, okay.
It's
it's good. It's good you flushed it.
Yeah.
I'm really getting emotional. Wow, dude.
About the cocaine?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just, it's so expensive, dude. If it wasn't that expensive, I would have been like, you know what I mean? Like, it was weed price, but it's like, that shit's expensive.
I know.
Dude.
It's ridiculous.
$10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking know. So then you what? You took a phone book or online, or you rehab? How'd you find this rehab?
I forget how I found the rehab. I went to Rosecrans. Yeah.
Oh, Rosecrans. My sister went to Rosecrans.
That's a really good rehab.
Oh, the one in Elgin or something?
No, I was far.
I'm sure there's different. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it was like I went there and it was like I knew I was like I'm here because I need. It was more to get away from everything than to get sober. Because it was like, it wasn't really about the cocaine, you know.
Yeah. That one doctor says it's trauma. It's medication. It's self-medicating. Trauma and fucked up shit.
Rosecrans is a dual diagnosis.
What does dual diagnosis mean?
So it's basically Rosecrans specializes in drug addiction or substance abuse in conjunction with mental health disorders.
Yeah, because that's usually what leads to the drug addiction.
Yeah. And then while I was there, I forget where I was just talking about this, but they put me on a watch because
Casio.
what?
Sorry.
I don't know.
You said watch. I said you put you on a watch. I said Casio. It was stupid. Continue.
Okay.
Ignore that.
Oh, sorry. But because they couldn't tell like how bipolar I was without medication, and they weren't going to put me on any medication because it's like
you let it get out of your system.
They wait 2 weeks and then you're blah blah blah. And then I was at an AA meeting, and then I just fucking tripped out.
So you're sober there? How long?
Sober
for like a week or a day or two when you were at this meeting?
I don't remember, but I started hallucinating at the meeting. And then like,
who were you seeing? Just
so I had a tendency to see like, it looked like glittery pink fog.
Okay.
And it would just kind of surround things, and that's how like, and then I would usually go into a manic episode soon after that. So that happened, and I start rambling about
what's a manic episode?
A manic episode?
Yeah, I've heard it, but I'm not sure. Now I'm learning more about this stuff now.
Yeah,
that
so
I'm
it's
meeting
like,
more white people, and the Hispanics have it too, but we just repress it and hide it.
It's usually drinking.
Yeah, they're
I'm not kidding. Repressed. A lot of bipolar people drink because it's like when I was doing it, drinking for it, it's because you could feel it coming on, and you're like, oops, and then you pass out, and then you delay it for a little bit.
That makes me. I have some questions. There's a friend of mine who has some issues. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, so it's like you get paranoid. It starts getting to a point to where it's like your thoughts. You're like, I cannot tell if this is real or not.
So what happens when you're in a panic episode?
For me, everybody's a little different, but I will hallucinate, auditory, visual, and stuff like that. Extreme paranoia.
Oh.
I'll use. Let's see. There was one time for like a month, I was I'm not even gonna get into that. You ever hear me talk about pie? You ever see me posting about pie back in the day?
I don't know. I don't remember why. Do you like pies?
No, like the number pi, 3.14.
3.14 and the other numbers?
Yeah.
When the circle, yeah. I know what pi is, but no.
I was working on a thesis for the last digit of pi thesis, and then getting paranoid and like bugging out my window, like tracking cars and writing the colors down, counting license plates.
So you were like that dude in that meme, right? The guy, the meme, he's by the board and he has all that stuff there. That was you.
But it's like all made up math.
Yeah.
It's all made up.
It's not even real.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if you take pi divided by circle and sadness, but add cake on that, you get 47.
So you did this. All right. So you were in the meeting, right? You were in the AA meeting and you started hallucinating.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened?
They pulled me out of the meeting. And then I walk. We're driving back. And I fucking wig out so bad in the car. I was screaming, yelling at everything like that. And then after, like, I don't remember what happened after that. But the next day, they're like, we're drug testing you for everything. And I was like, okay. And then they're like, we're going to see. We're going to see what's up.
Oh, because they thought you were on drugs.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, it's negative. And they're like, okay. And then they had like a reconvene. And they came back and they're like, we decided that you're not allowed off campus at all. So I couldn't go to church. I couldn't do any of the like field trips that they did.
Oh, the other people did.
Yeah, everybody else got to go. Yeah, it was too much of a liability. So what I got to do when they went out was go to the senior citizen section of the rehab.
Oh, there's senior citizen rehab.
There's a section for people that are over 65. And I would just sit in there.
How are those
with
people?
All these old, they're retired.
There's retired, but still drug addicts?
Yeah. You know why? Because a lot of them had surgeries.
Oh,
it's a
the
lot
pills.
of opiates and pills.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
not like 6-year-old meth heads, really, or something like that.
No. There's a couple people there that'll be like, like crack.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you get an old timer that does that, but it's mostly opiates. And then people getting their prescription pulled, and then they're like, I did not know I was addicted. I had no idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had to go into rehab and stuff like that.
How was the senior?
They were cool.
Section, yeah.
I actually liked it because it was like, when you get like people in their early 30s to 18, they're usually gangbanger wannabes or actual gangbangers.
Okay.
Some of them are in and out, or in the system for jail. We had a couple people in there where that was the state coming in, like, you're going here for 30 days, and then you're going to jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which it's
so
like
it's forced rehab.
Yeah, and it's like interesting to me that it was just like,
so they're not really maybe addicts. They just got caught with drugs and they're young and
I don't know. The one that a lot of heroin.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people go there for heroin, which was kind of weird being there for cocaine too. Which actually kind of gave me confidence to like be like, yeah, I can do this. Was a heroin addict. It was just like, I remember when I thought I was addicted to cocaine. I was like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't do heroin. He's like, what? He's like, I understand.
Because it's a real addiction.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
But it was like, he's like, I understand that you're addicted to cocaine, but you don't know what it's like to be addicted to heroin.
Because it's a real physical addiction.
It's so much
the
worse.
The withdrawal, right?
Yeah, the withdrawal from that is like where it's just like, he's like, yours is probably 75% mental.
Yeah.
Heroin is like
physical,
super physical for years. And we were talking, do you know what pause is?
Like
post-acute withdrawal syndrome. So that it's basically when you're sober, you go through withdrawals and actually AA people to get chips at these withdrawal symptoms. So you're most likely to relapse after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 1 year, 2 years. That's why you get those coins.
Oh, because you were probably going to relapse.
Yeah. So
what is it, 30? Let me write 30, 60,
90, 30, 60, 90, a year, 2 years, I think is what it is.
Okay.
But this guy, because he was sober for a few years, and we were talking. They were like, talking about triggers, and he goes, "They're like, what's your biggest trigger when you're like sober and everything?" He's like getting the cold or being sick. And he's like,
for the heroin guy.
For the heroin guy, and it's just like he's like, yeah, because it feels like it's the start of dope sickness.
Oh,
So can you imagine it for the rest of your life? Anytime you get slightly sick or under the weather, you're subject to relapsing off heroin.
Oh, wow.
How insane is that?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think what my triggers are. My triggers are women.
Yeah.
Because my issue is alcohol. Really, alcohol. Alcohol is my issue. Alcohol mixed with women.
Okay.
Because I don't think, like, I would never drink, like, oh, I'm just going to drink by myself, whatever. It's being out. We're like, oh, I'm out with chicks or potential new pussy or something like that. And that's when it's like, oh, man, something's going to happen. Then I just start going off the deep end.
Okay.
So I don't have an issue. Alcohol is the only kind of issue. Alcohol, I think, mixed with women, because I would never drink. It's not like I would drink by myself or anything like that.
Yeah.
It'd be that mix that fucked me up.
That's weird. You know, because everybody's different. I've always been an alone user for everything.
I'll do cocaine alone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I do it.
I mean, drinking even too. Like when I was still drinking, I prefer to be alone. Mm-hmm. It's not that I'm hiding it. It's that I'm just like, it's just all the noise of everything is gone. And then I think I was using it as a crutch to, wake up in the morning and go to sleep or something like that too.
Oh, that one? Let me see what I have. I drank alone once.
Because like I sleep horribly now. But again, I exhaust myself with work, you know what I mean? So it's like, what am I doing? It's like, am I really trying to get a good, healthy sleep cycle or just function off 4 hours every 12 hours or something like that? You know what I mean? It's just like I'm big on like quick naps.
Okay.
And that keeps me going.
Oh, you nap. I napped. I had the nap in the summer when I started caddying. But
yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my deviated septum fixed because I can't breathe out of my nose.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
I'm so happy for you, dude.
I know. I finally... Because you know what? I was
You've been talking about how you wanted to do that for so long.
I'm finally going to do it, dude. I forgot about it. You know what I remember? You know, so Sophia, what the fuck's her name? Serendescu, she went to a sleep study, right?
Yeah.
And then I saw she posted about it, and I was like, oh, shit, I should... And I was like, where? And I was like, maybe I should do a sleep study. And I messaged her about it. And as soon as I sent the message, I was like, wait I don't need this. I need to fix my DV. I can't breathe out of my fucking nose, dude. I'm like, well, I'm trying to take all these extra, like, this is a huge fucking deal for me sleeping. Like, I can't, like, I got to sleep a certain way on my side, turn this and blah, blah, blah. and I'm sure I choke a bunch of times, and it's like, dude, I can't breathe out of my fucking nose. Like, this is ridiculous. Basically, like, right now, let me see. That one, nope, nothing. Right, right,
you
kind
get
of,
one.
whatever. Yeah. And sometimes it's neither, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? You know, because I could sleep kind of well. That one's
I don't know. We talked about this before.
Yeah, we done. I stuck my pinky in my nose.
Yeah,
and everything.
and then I was afraid to do it. I don't want to find out.
Yeah, don't do it. But I was like, fuck, man, I'm gonna fix it. So in the next, this week, I have it on my list, huh?
Can you smell?
But it's a shitty sense of smell.
Do you have like a super shitty sense of smell like I do?
Pretty bad, yeah. It's pretty bad.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, dude, I gotta fix this because it's like.
What's something that you can smell like it seems like no problem? It's like odd that pops in your head. I'll give you an example.
Well, this is what I do. Sometimes, since I have a shitty sense of smell, things that have a strong smell, I like rubbing alcohol. I love smelling alcohol because it's so strong and things like that. Like, so there's certain smells when I feel, because they're the strong smells, I like them and I want to smell them.
Do you eat hot food?
Huh?
Do you like hot food?
Yeah, what am I, a human being? What am I, a dog? I mean, I'm sure dogs would like too.
Well, no, a lot of people like.
I smell people. You notice when I'm during the week. I kind of don't eat carbs and things like that. So you see me at a mic and somebody gets food. I go to people and I'm like, let me smell your food. And I want to smell their food because I can't eat the stuff. So I smell a lot of things like that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have a bad sense of smell. So when there's a smell I like and a strong, I want to smell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I like when a chick is a little bit sweaty.
Okay.
Or like after, I want to like smell her pussy. After it's like a little, I like a little smell. Not the bad smells that are diseased.
Do you like to put your nose on it?
I like to smell it, dude. I like to smell, pussy, hair, things like that.
Okay.
I said pussy in the F word. Am I canceled? Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Fuck you. Who am I talking to?
You're gonna get canceled in like 8 years, so don't worry about it. Just
Okay,
enjoy it for now.
All right, but yeah, that's why I like smell. What were you looking at? Were you gonna look at something?
I thought I had rubbing alcohol over there, but I guess I don't. I moved it somewhere.
Oh, okay, but stuff like that, like dog ears, you know what I mean?
Dog ears,
like that inside of a dog ear. Like if you put your finger in a dog's ear and you smell it when they're not wet, it's like a cool smell. Like that's because I can't smell anything. You know what I mean? So certain smells, it's like.
My old shop used to play a game called Can Brennan Smell It?
Can you smell the beaner? Smell the beaner. Hey, Brennan, you smell that? That's my beaner. Old shop, but what the fuck?
Yeah, we deal with like sewage and shit. So
I got to 89 days. You were talking about
yeah, so that would be
cocaine. I got to 89 days. So when I came back,
that's unfortunate. Well, one, you're not like if like let's say you did have a problem. You weren't really addressing it as like a bad problem. You're just like, I'm doing this. I'm doing 90 days. And then you had a pretty big social trigger to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like...
Well, this is why I did it. I was at I had to produce a show and I was stressed out.
There was just so much... There was a time of celebration and you're like, fuck it, 89...
I was like, I'm close. Basically, I produced a show.
Wait, did you do it after midnight?
I don't think so. Because I remember like... No, I didn't.
See, if you waited till after midnight, you would have gotten it.
Yeah, I wanted it right there. And then I was like, I'm not fucking waiting. What happened was I produced a show. It was stressful. And the show it was a success. And then one of the guys was like, hey, I want to do coke with the comics. Went to the back. And they're like, oh, you want to do some coke too? And I was like, no, I can't. You know, I'm being sober for 90 days. I'm 89 days. I got to wait one more day. And the guy was like, come on. I was like, all right, fuck it. Give me that shit right now.
Yeah.
And it was
if
more like...
If I was there, I'm sober, I would have called you a pussy too.
Because it was... And I didn't...
like, you're fucking 3 hours away. Just do it. Yeah, everybody will say it counted.
Yeah, dude. And it was like, at the end, I never had the issue with cocaine. It's alcohol. I didn't drink that night. I had club soda the whole night.
See, there you go. It's fine.
Yeah, and it was alcohol. And I'm Giovanni sober is what I tell people. So I don't... So I'm not completely sober, but I'm basically sober. If I do like... Okay, Wednesday I went out. I went to the Improv to go see... to Joy Villagomez, very funny comedian. And then I was there and I had a drink. I had 2 drinks, right? Actually, that second drink... Fuck it. But that second drink... Okay, this is what happened, right? I went, I hung out. And then the second drink kind of got me. I was like, oh, it's a little bit of... And I was like... And I wasn't sure
if I was... Have you not been drinking at all?
This is... Let me think. I'll tell you the times I drank. I got back from Miami. I was talking to that young chick. We hung out. I had a half a beer and a shot of Jaeger with her. And then we hung out a different time. I had 2 drinks. But those drinks are the ones I felt. Because those were the beers I never felt. The Johnny Walker I had, the first one the guy poured me was pretty strong. That was the first strong drink since I kind of got back. And I had it and I was like, I was like, oh, this is kind of scary. Like I could see like, this could lead to me just going off the rails. So I was like, let me chill on this. And then I think I had 2 beers at a work thing, 2 separate days, and some other drinks. It's been when I hung out with like women, and we're there, and I have to order, and people see. But otherwise, I've gone out. I've gone to friends' house and parties, and I've gone out to the bars. But I order my club soda, and it looks like I'm drinking, and nobody bothers me, right?
Yeah.
But it's more when I'm ordering there. I don't want to order the club soda in front of the chick.
I think
right?
only one person has assumed I was drinking a vodka soda. They're like, vodka soda? And I was like, no, this is tonic water.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I was like, but I'm pretty open about why I'm sober.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like,
fucking 10
like,
grand.
why did you drink it?
Cocaine,
I was
dude.
like, no, the cocaine was the year before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you legally can't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. State mandated alcohol.
Just fucking Jesse White.
Mine is Giovanni mandated
Yeah.
alcohol. But I could do, I do cocaine. Like I did cocaine that night. Because I was like, I left, I had those 2 drinks. I was like, man, this is kind of a buzz. I was like, I don't like how this feels. Like I might do more shit. I was like, and I'm kind of tired because I had food there. And I was like, let me do like some bumps. Because I got to drive home. So I did some small bumps. And then I was like, oh, fuck, Josephine's. I'm done early. I can go do a mic. So I did the small ones. And then I was like, I can go to Josephine's. Let me wake my ass up. So I did the bumps. I did Josephine, hoping it kind of wore off. I think it did. It might have affected my set a little bit, not that much. It's like, hey, I'm able to. I didn't plan to have a set that night, but I was like, the show was done earlier. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can go to Josephine. So I went to Josephine's that Wednesday. And then
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Oh, Wednesday was a Burbie. So Wednesday, I went.
How was it, Burbies? You wrote that down.
Oh yeah, Burbies, because we have Burbie nominated. You were nominated 4 times this year, right?
Yes.
4 nominations,
This is my first
1
time
win.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I haven't gone before. I always have a Crane's Butter show or something that day,
Oh, okay.
or some Wednesday show.
That thing was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was
I can't
fun.
believe how much, how organized it was and
Yeah.
everything, and
It was
everybody
legit,
that hosted
dude.
was great. Dave Sicko and Timmy Blaze did a
Yeah, they did a great job.
outstanding job.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Outstanding.
It was very good.
Even with that hiccup in the middle with the wrong,
Oh, with the wrong thing.
it was still fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was funny.
fine. Yeah.
Oh, this is what happened in my Burbie. So my Burbie nominee. So the Lobo Den podcast that you listen to was nominated for a Burbie, and the problem is when Dave Sicko was announcing the nominees, he brought up the Lobo Den podcast, and he said something like, "Well, I haven't listened to it, but knowing Giovanni, I'm assuming he just talks about cocaine the whole time, right?" And as he's saying that, there's a fucking cop in the back, dude. There's a fucking the police officer's watching all of us at one point. And he's just sitting there, just kind of watching, and I'm sitting there like, fuck, dude. I hope I don't fucking win this right now, dude. Like, this motherfucker's gonna search me. And
I heard the cops were like enjoying it.
Oh god, he was, but I freaked out because I was like, look, man.
There was a lot of drug talk on stage.
But it was like this. Okay, this guy, all this cocaine, and I go upstage, and the cop's like, oh, that's the guy, right? And then I was just afraid I didn't want him to search me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let me talk to you for a second, son. So I didn't want it was in my head. So I
Is
was
that
like,
probable cause of someone on stage?
like saying I have coke, and it's like
He's got blow.
and it's
That's
like
probable cause.
you know, so I'm freaked out because it's like I had blow on me. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, dude. Like I don't want this guy to search me.
What if he was like, hey, big fan. I love the Lobo Den.
I mean, that'd be cool, but
Do
like,
you think you have any cop fans?
Do
you think any?
Oh, let me think. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. Let me see. I know one cop.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her in a while. But I haven't talked to her. But no, she's good. All right. But then let me see. My cousin. Oh, maybe my cousin. My cousin in California. He's not a cop, but he's a correctional officer type of cop. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if he listens.
Parole officer.
Or no, he was like corrections, but now does maybe more stuff where like maybe he's SWAT within the corrections unit, like more advanced. And his wife does corrections too. So they're technically like cops. And then I'm trying to think what other cop. Oh my. You know what? I got a buddy in Atlanta. He's a cop. I don't know if he listens to it. I got to find him on social media.
That's a
I'll
different
send it to
district,
him.
though. That's a
Wow.
different.
Yeah. I should send him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, he announced it. Oh, so drinking. I was at the Burbies, right?
Yeah.
I had one drink.
There?
I had one.
One
Well,
drink?
this is what happened. I had one drink when I got there, right? I was like, all right. I ordered one drink, and then it was Johnny Walker Club Soda, or no, it wasn't. Some other whiskey they had. They didn't have Johnny Walker, so I ordered my drink, and then I was like, and then I switched to Club Soda, so I was just drinking Club Soda the rest of the night, and I was cool. But then Jim Flanagan buys me. He's like, oh, let me get I'll get you and Maxwell your next drink. And then I was like, well, the lady's like, well, he just had a club soda. And I was like, and I was like, fuck, you know what? I'll take a shot. The shot came up. He was going to buy me a shot. I was like, fuck it. I'll take a shot. Okay. I'd do that. I could do a little, you know what I mean? But I can't go too far. And then he bought me a shot. And then a little bit later, I think Amy Blaze came and there was another shot. And then that second shot I had, you know what I mean? I was like, I started kind of feeling a buzz. And I was like, no, I gotta squash this in the butt, because then that's where I started getting happy and I started thinking. The music was shitty at that point. I think, thankfully, it was like, no offense, it was kind of white music. You know what I mean? It was like
very white.
Yeah, very white. So if it was some type of reggaeton or rap or something, if the music's right and the right buzz, dude, that's when I could start going. I'm like, let's go, motherfucker, let's go. But luckily, I was like, you know what? No, I'm nipping. So I go to the bathroom and I did some bumps of coke to straighten myself out, because I was like, no, because like this is not gonna happen.
Like how you're just like, I need to be responsible and do a couple lines real quick
bumps,
right now.
Bumps. I don't do lines. That's for rich people.
Yeah.
But I did some bumps and I was like, okay, all right, back to normal. And then because it was that's what I did. I did the bumps to be responsible.
You're just a bump guy.
Yeah.
Like penny key or what?
You know what's funny? Hold on to me.
You got a spoon?
So I have Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and there's a thing with them. My buddy told me where you can.
Their insurance card is perfect for coke.
No, what you do
it's got
is
a little divot. No,
you do the Wendy's thing is good for that. The little Wendy's Frosty free thing. But this what happened. If you pay $25 a month, you get access to all these gyms for free. Not for free, but for the $25.
And then like all the gyms like give you like a free coke spoon.
No, but this Planet Fitness thing that they gave me.
Oh, this is
a perfect size, dude. That is a perfect size. Everybody, if you're in a gym membership,
cocaine, join Planet Fitness.
Join a Planet Fitness. LA Fitness, I think, has join a gym.
How crazy would it be if it had like a little divot?
A divot thing.
Like, do you put it right in there? Like a little, you know what I mean?
But this is perfect. So now, like before I left this in my car, I was like, you know what? Let me carry it with me, because I have the rule. I told myself I was not buying any more cocaine for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Or I'm just done buying cocaine. I will only do free cocaine, right? But what happened was some people came into town, bunch of family, and they're like, hey, let's get an 8-ball, right? And I'm like, oh, so I go get the 8-ball, and we're all supposed to like kind of split our halves or whatever. And I was like, fuck it. It's Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck it. There's people from town I haven't seen in a while. I was like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I knew I wasn't going to drink
after dinner or what?
We went out. We're supposed to go out for Black
Thanksgiving
Wednesday.
dinner work when you're on cocaine?
Well, it was Wednesday. Black Wednesday is the biggest party night of the year before Thanksgiving. And some people were out of town, so I was like, let's go. But I was with other cousins from in town, and they didn't want to go to the bar that they were at because they felt it was too ratchet or whatever. And you're like, they were scared they're gonna get stabbed or something, and they were complaining. And I was like, all right. So I never got to go meet up with the other people until late. So then I ended up basically with an 8-ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, and then I split some with some other people, like in the next, because the next day I split up with a different friend or something. So I unloaded like some of it, but I was like, shit, now I have all this fucking cocaine. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I now I just have, but it's fine. It's gonna, because I don't have an issue with. I still have it, and it's gonna probably last me a while. What I have left of it, because I would do bumps. Like sometimes if I feel like, all right, I gotta today. I'm listening to the podcast I did with Tito, and I'm just kind of taking notes to do a description for it. And I was at the car dealership at Honda, right, getting an oil change. I was like, and I could tell I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of slacking. I think I diagnosed ADD, and I was like, you know what, I need to listen to this fucking. So I go in the bathroom at the Honda dealership and I do some bumps, and I go back and I start listening to the podcast again and kind of transcribing it. It's like I got to work, you know what I mean, or something. I feel like I need to work, kind of like an Adderall. I feel like I need to work or do stuff. I'll do a bump. All right, here's a little bit of bump. Let me get some work done. You know what I mean? Because I'm okay with that, because it's, what is it, like 30 minutes? It's not that long. Versus I can't take an Adderall. That's too much time and it scares me. You know what I mean? So I don't.
That's a while.
That's like hours, dude.
While,
I can't do all that.
Like I have 8 hours for the time release.
Yeah, I want to go back to I want to go back to being myself or whatever. Like I could do a little bump or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I've never had, like I said, I don't have a problem with cocaine. I haven't smoked. Well, weed. I did a show maybe a week or two ago, and I took a little bit of hit of weed, and I might have got high the other day. Maybe I don't even remember, but that's about it.
I hate
I've been messing with weed, huh?
I hate Adderall.
I hate it.
It did help me get through college, but after a while, I think the last time I was on the highest dosage of Adderall, and in 2 days I went through a 30-day prescription.
Damn.
And then here's the crazy part. I took 2 naps. I still fell asleep.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that with Coke sometimes. I'll do a little bump and then go to sleep or something. But 2 days?
Yeah, it was. It's like 15 pills.
Did you lose weight? Because you lose your appetite, right?
I had to. I had to.
Because you lose your appetite, right? Because I know people that like take Adderall purposely to lose weight to curb their appetite.
I can see that.
Huh?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you won't eat.
Do you intermittent fast?
Do I what?
Intermittent fast?
What do you mean?
Like don't eat for like 16 hours. So basically skip breakfast. It's supposed to be good for you. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I just do that. I think this week I went like a day and a half without eating.
Yeah.
Just because I'm busy.
Like I'll do Coke sometimes.
I
to keep it, like I want to do a fast.
I just drink Bang and coffee now.
What's Bang?
I've
seen it. Drink. Is that like sponsored? Do you sell Bang?
No.
Is that a regular distributed drink or is it a multi-level marketing drink?
Yeah, you should know you should love Bang because Trump owns like 30% of the company. Yeah,
I didn't know
Every
that.
time you buy a Bang, some money goes to Trump.
I can't though. I can't do energy drinks, dude. Because I just feel I'm a coffee guy. I'll just drink a black coffee. Energy drinks. I feel like there's more. I feel like I drink enough shitty Diet Coke where I don't want to put more unknown chemicals in my body because I'm a fucking Diet Coke semi-addict.
Here's the thing: is I drink so much Coke. I almost said drink so much cocaine. I drink so much cocaine. I just can't stop.
You drink so much you want.
Caffeine. There's like I sometimes will be drinking it and I'll be like I'm probably gonna have heart problems when I'm 40.
Yeah.
Like there's no fucking like.
There's that $10,000 month too that I'm sure that didn't help.
What?
With the cocaine, 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably did the number on my heart.
With the caffeine.
Not only that, it was like I had like 2 relapses 2 years in a row.
What got you to so you went to the rehab?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were clean for how long? After the rehab, how long were you in the rehab?
28 days.
28 days.
I've been sober.
Like that movie with the zombies.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Sandra Bullock.
What the fuck is she in?
A movie called 28
days later.
It's 28 Days Later is the zombie one.
Uh-huh.
And then 28 Days is the rehab movie with Sandra Bullock.
Oh, she's in a rehab movie?
Yeah.
You were there the exact amount of time she was in rehab?
Yeah, and we watched it in there.
Oh, what is that about?
It's about an alcoholic that goes to rehab, played by Sandra Bullock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And she only lasted 28 days?
Well, that's how long you can be in there. The most you can be in there is 30.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're on like a special program and then keep getting extended. But I mean, it's fucking expensive, especially at Rosecrans.
Okay. How much does it cost?
I mean, it's probably like $1,500 a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for the board. It's fucking expensive if you don't have insurance.
Okay. The board.
Room and board.
Oh, the board. Okay. All right. I was like, what? I thought I was thinking like a poster board or some type of big board. Okay. No. So you were there for 28 days and then you were clean. When you got out, how long were you clean?
I got clean since then.
So the relapses were after or before? When did you have these relapses?
You're going in reverse order. So from today, if we start going backwards in time, I've been sober since, and then I went to rehab. Before rehab, it was the month where I spent $10,000
on cocaine.
Before that, I was sober for almost a year. Before that sobriety hit, I had another relapse. And probably spent like $8,000 in 2 months on drugs. And then
mostly cocaine?
On that relapse, I was doing everything.
Okay.
It was like it was Molly, Coke, ecstasy, Xanax. It was like whatever. I don't know what happened. I have no idea like where it's like I look back I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? Like where I was just like everything was so normal.
Was it just one night and then
I think what it was all right, so that relapse happened in 2016. And I was on a very large construction project where I was responsible for being on 2 shifts on an operation that ran 24/7 for 2 months. So
you're working 16-hour days?
Longer. It was like 20-hour days for like 2 months. And it was
what's 20 hours like?
It was probably 16 to 20-hour days for 2 months.
Let's say Give me a time in the morning. I can't do the math. Give me a time like from what in the morning to what at night?
6 a.m. to 10 at night. Be gone for 3 hours. So come back at 1 a.m. and then work till 4. And then sleep in a car and be back at the site at 6.
Shit.
So it was like, you know, I mean,
That's legal to work like that?
if you volunteer, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, you're supposed. I didn't know at the time you could be like, "Fuck you." You know, I was like too young, and I just wanted to do a good job. So then, got into, started doing coke again there, to get through that project, which went smooth as fuck.
Where would you keep your cocaine? In a dollar?
My pocket.
But was it in a bag in a dollar?
I don't know.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, probably a bag.
Okay.
But yeah, and then after that, it was just it was literally I was just like, I have to be on these shifts, so I was just doing anything that was like an upper, and then I don't know, I was probably just so fucked up that if somebody handed me a Xanax, I would just take a Xanax, or
Okay,
an ecstasy, or it was just whatever anybody handed me. It was just like I was already deep in this weird, exhausted trance and working.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was like
it's weird when you're sleep deprived. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing: I've never like done drugs to like have fun at a party. It seems like I've always done them to be like, well, I gotta work.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it's like I have to work 100 hours this week. You know what I mean? I'm responsible for this project.
You're the working man's drug addict.
Yeah, it was bad. So it was like, and at the time I was working there, I wasn't the only one that was like that. So it was like, if I didn't have drugs, somebody else had drugs. And there was a guy there that was a former meth head. You know what I mean? And then there was like, if I thought I did a lot of cocaine, god damn, dude, that guy, he would get like an 8-ball, and it would last him probably 4 hours.
God damn.
Dude.
What?
Yeah. And dude,
He's a white dude? There's a
yeah.
white dude? Yeah.
The lines are like this.
No, mom is way.
And like, dude, they were fucking crazy.
Yeah, he just, all right, 3/4 of a big pencil was the size of a line. And then the thickness of this, no.
Yeah.
The thickness of a big Atlantis pen. And from like 3/4 of that pen was
It was probably not an 8-ball, but it was a lot.
a lot of cocaine.
Like, you know, almost a gram line.
Do you still know this guy? He's still around or no? That was a
Yeah, he's
different
still
company.
alive. But dude, I remember he
How old is he? I wonder how long he's
almost
last.
40
Oh.
now, or his mid 30s. But yeah, dude, I mean, like, this guy, it was he's infamous for sleeping 2-hour intervals, getting up, having a cigarette, walking around, going to bed. 2 hours. Wake up, have a cigarette. Like, that's him every day. He's
on off 2 hours, 2 hours on off.
He survives off 2 hours of sleep, basically, and he slams energy drinks all day. He'll go through like 5 or 6 Red Bulls, and it's like, you know, like, that's just, I don't know. I mean that where I was working, that's just how everybody did it, because we were just always working.
Okay.
And then, like, I think I saw 5 mental breakdowns at that job, like complete, like, snap and gone, and like where they come back like a week later and they're like, I don't know what happened. I had 2 mental breakdowns there, like completely mentally broken down. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude, when you get to that level, that's how people get tortured. That's the amount of sleep deprivation.
And then I got into biohazard cleanup there too. So being all messed up there, doing crime scene cleanup was not good mentally at all. It was
crime scene, like, this is,
yeah,
like dead bodies.
the bodies are removed.
Oh,
But it's like the aftermath.
let the bodies hit the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bodies are gone, but what's still there, dude?
Bodily fluids. Sometimes people are there for 2 months before they get found.
Oh, really?
And they pop, and then they leave behind the...
So you got to clean blood, shit, cum.
Yeah. And then I don't know about cum. Like blood shit. And,
oh yeah, what?
like if somebody pops, I call it soup.
Okay.
The how was it? I'm like real soupy.
What do you mean soup? Oh, like it's very
a lot, like all the water.
Yeah.
And everything like that. It's
or if you're Asian pho. Any Asian listeners, pho or pho? How do you say it?
I don't know what you're saying.
It's that thing. It's like ramen. All right. Well,
oh yeah.
That's all. If you're
yeah.
Asian, you're listening pho, so you can understand what we're talking about. Oh, well, Asians eat soup, right? Well, that's Chris.
Asians, I think do eat soup.
Okay.
Yeah, not all of them though.
Why not?
I think a small population. It's a small. Really, dude? Do Asians eat soup?
I don't know. They eat ramen, but it's pho. Oh, that's Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I gotta ask Chris. I gotta get Chris on here because I haven't had an Asian. I gotta do a hit podcast too. I need to learn more about Asians. There's an Asian that used to like me.
Yeah.
And she was Japanese too, which is my favorite Asian because they're, I don't know, within the Asian community, they're very elitist, right? They're like Argentinians and how some Mexicans feel about themselves.
Yeah.
But she liked me, and I worked that's when I worked every day. I didn't have a job, and I got a job from this guy who owned a watch store in Gurnee, and he opened up a watch stand here. Not even a clock stand at the Schaumburg Mall. This is as his business started going down because cell phones came out and people stopped using watches less.
Yeah.
So this is during his so he's like, he got these fancy clocks at every hour, like these it'll all do all this stuff. And
Cuckoo clocks.
Kind of, but it was like these wall clocks, and they had music and things would move and they open up and close, right?
Yeah.
And then I'd meet him up in the morning, and we drive to Schaumburg and work all day, and then go back. And then there was an Asian girl there that was working there. What the hell was her name? Takanaka. I don't know.
Rice.
Did you say rice?
No,
you said
I
nice.
said nice.
And she liked me, dude. And I hate. And we were supposed to hang out. And then I was like, yeah, let's hang out. And then we didn't, dude. I flaked. I forgot why I flaked, dude. Fuck, dude. Damn, this really bothers me. I wish she's so Asian too, man. That was, and then,
yeah.
I want to remember her name so I could. I've looked her up on Facebook before, I think. If I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're Asian and you happen to listen to this and you're Japanese, remember at the Schaumburg Mall, this Mexican dude, Giovanni. Look me up, please.
I'm going to say some
DM
names.
me.
Maybe it'll be this one. You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. Goku. Was it Goku?
No, it was like
Totoro.
Hitakamo or something like
Akira.
Tataka or no, Akira. That was someone.
Taco?
No, like Hitachi. Not Hitachi, dude. I'm just thinking of name brands now.
Was it Samsung?
No, that's Korean, dude. It's fucking racist. No, that's Korean, dude. But Hitachi. There was two. One of them ended up being a lesbian, but the non-lesbian. Fuck.
Everything you just said, nobody followed it.
I know. All right, let's start wrapping this up. Anything? Okay, so remember, Brennan won a Burbie, best
Thank
digital comedian. No,
I'm a hologram.
best digital, the guy from the Pepsi commercials, best comedian on social media, 2019 Burbie Awards.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me take a picture of that. Oh, the camera's over there, and then
I should say thank you to everybody.
Thank
for
you.
This, by the way. I really appreciate it.
The Burbies was fun.
Everybody.
And then follow Brennan on his social media.
Broken Laptop Guy on Instagram.
Broken Laptop Guy. Facebook. Do you care?
No, it's
Don't.
just my name.
Just Brennan Scott.
I'm not gonna.
Weaver.
If you add me and I don't know you, I'm not gonna add you.
I don't add people.
Yeah.
They request me and I get scared. I got requested by a porn star today. Not a porn star, but
a cop.
It was a picture.
A cop porn star.
No, but I had all these Indian friends or Muslim friends of her friends, and it was this porn star Danielle something. Her old Instagram name was like Dicks Allowed. I want all the dicks or something like that. But then I think she got married and she changed it. But still doing porn.
That's wholesome.
And then in the background was like the Virgin Mary with this black kid or something. I don't know. Or this darker Jesus. It was weird. And I was like, this is not.
I feel like I'm really visualizing it. I got a clear image based on what you said.
I'll show you. And then mine is Lobo. Oh, anything when this comes out, whatever. Anything you're promoting?
No.
Besides no.
No, just.
And then mine's Lobo 9110. LOBO 9110 on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Giovanni Diaz, JHOVANY. The Lobo Den podcast. I think it's the LoboDen.com. Anything else I have anything to plug? Oh, if I got something to plug, I'll message you that week and I'll put it in the intro.
There you go.
All right. Lobo Den podcast. Here we go.